This video does not promote any products and we are not affiliated with any brands. This is a tutorial made to help and inspire others. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to own what I recommend. Maximize what you have.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Joseph Ryan Bati, your tech warrior from Lumang Siglo. Today we're gonna tackle about live streaming using your phone. In this episode, I will give 3 tips on what to remember before starting a live stream. But first things first, intro! And now we're back. The first thing to remember is that we need a fast and consistent internet connection. You don't want your audience to watch something that just stop. So the first thing that we remember is that internet is very essential to the live stream. Internet is the very soul of live stream. This is the most important thing to remember before starting a live stream. There is an easy step to check whether your internet is good to use or not. Just go to fast.com. It will automatically scan your internet speed. Your latency should be at least
300 or lower is already good for live streaming. If you do wanted live stream in HD or even 4K, you at least needed 100 latency below.
The lower the latency, the faster. And also if you do know your bandwidth, if the bandwidth is that high, it also means it's fast. The second tip is that you should have a good audio, a clean one, because you wanted to hear this video that you might hear an air conditioner, you're gonna hear some other noises. So oh no, yes, this is audio, and as you can hear, there's a dog that's barking and I don't know what to do. Okay guys, now we're back in another episode of Samu-Rye. My very tip in this is that you need one equipment, which is an external mic. Of course, you can still use your phone's microphone, the built-in one. There are some questions in this tip. Microphone should depend on what kind of event, where is it going to be held, if that place does have audio setup that can be plugged directly to your phone.
Just like in our case, we do some live stream on churches.
Those are just some questions that you need to answer before going live. You can also use a boom mic. There's also this condenser mic. There's also this lavalier mic, which I'm using. The third one is lights. As you can see, I am shooting inside of our office, and we do have these lightings. As of now, I'm using a 3 lighting setup. I have this lantern light as my key light. Light setup sounds pricey, but it is worth the invest, because if you do have a good lighting, it improves visually. This can be tricky because you can just use natural light. But if you're shooting indoors like me, you do need some artificial lights. Of course, I can also use natural light because there's this window right in front of me and on my side. But we did cover it with black sheets, and it did lessen the light coming from the sun. I think this lighting and audio actually needs another episode for us to discuss it furthermore. Now let's go for the setup.
What I have in here is a phone rig holder. This is the holder to our phone. You can slide it up and lock when it's properly placed. With this rig, we can put portable lights and a microphone. Of course, this phone rig can be mounted on a tripod or on a regular stand.
You can either choose monopod or a tripod. But of course, it does depends where do you want your camera be placed, as long as your camera is stably at one place. You can also be resourceful if you don't really have the means to buy a tripod, or you just don't have it just yet. You can use some other way.
Just like I did in the past, I use chairs, books, or anything that can hold my camera in one place. But some of these were risky, so be careful and make sure that your device is well placed, nice and tight.
These tips that I did mention, I didn't recommend you guys to buy a mic and even a tripod. If you don't have the resources just yet, these tips should be at least a reminder for you to keep in mind before doing a live stream. To me, if you do have the first thing, which is the internet connection, and it's fast and consistent, you can already go for the live stream. But of course, audio does matter. But I've said, it is given that you already have the two, which is the audio. Your phone already have a built-in mic, and of course, yes, it has the camera, and you can at least use natural light as your lightings. But if it's indoor, or at least you're shooting at nighttime, then that's where artificial lights come. Sometimes we just need to be resourceful. So that concludes this episode of Samu-Rye. These tips came from good and bad experience that we have in the past. We just thought of sharing this knowledge to you guys, and it also came up with a lot of researches, because learning is a continuous process. My life lesson in this is that let us not be afraid to explore, and eventually, if we do commit some mistakes, and then just think of it that everything's gonna be okay, and these things will serve as an inspiration for us to become better. For more tutorials like this, tune in to Samu-Rye. This is your Tech Warrior, Joseph Ryan Bati. Nag-stop na po ang recording.
And that concludes today's episode of Samu-Rye.
Okay, back to another kulitan episode.